What's up? It's your boy, and yeah, today we're doing a vinyl update. As you saw, I did a CD update, and I guess I'm gonna do it separately. I'm gonna do a CD update, and then I'm gonna do a vinyl update. And this channel, I just started it, and it's supposed to be a channel where I talk about the albums I bought recently. It's about my music collection. I own a lot of records, and I'm just talking about records that I bought recently. You know. Anyway, let's start with my boy Travis Scott. This album is amazing. The Rodeo album by Travis Scott. One of my favorite, actually is my favorite Travis Scott album. Such a great record. My favorite songs on this, like Antidote, Impossible, Maria, I'm Drunk, and 902110. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. Oh, and On My This Side. Great song. That Quavo feature is also great. But my favorite feature throughout this whole album, I gotta say, Young Thug kind of kills it. Like, he's the best feature on this. Like, Kanye does do his thing, and also 2 Chainz and Future. But on this album, I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Young Thug does his thing. But anyway, I'm messing with it here. The next album I want to talk about is a really great classic record by the man himself, MF Doom, one of my favorite rappers of all time. And this is his debut, you know what I'm saying? This is when he became MF Doom after the KMD era in his career. I like this photo a lot. I think it's really cool. And there's a lot of great songs on here, like Doomsday, that Sade sample on Doomsday, amazing. Rhymes Like Dimes, and I love Tick Tick and Red and Gold, great songs. And that, on Hey, where they sampled Scooby-Doo, that's a really good song. Like, it's crazy how he sampled Scooby-Doo and made it like a really good song. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's pretty sick. But great album. One of my favorite MF Doom albums. And we got Tyler the Creator, Igor. Now, this album was one of my favorite albums that came out of last year. I thought it was amazing. I remember him dropping it and just being so excited for a new Tyler the Creator album. And when he dropped it, I wasn't disappointed. I love this album. It's such a great album. It's my favorite album of his. It's one of my favorite albums of last year. And I think it's just so good. So good. Now, FYI, I'm not unwrapping these albums and showing you like the vinyl and whatever because it's a lot to do. And I don't feel like doing that. So if you want to see that, maybe I could do another video of me going through like the vinyl and stuff. But anyway. The next album, this is a personal favorite of mine. Like, I've been listening to this album for like a bunch of years. And this album just never gets old. It's such a fun, creative, awesome album. And these guys are one of my favorite hip-hop groups of all time. You know what I'm talking about. The Pharcyde. Bizarre Ride to the Pharcyde. Such a fun, great album. And, man, do I love this record. Such a great record. Never gets old. These songs are just so great, it just never gets old. And I love this album cover where it shows them on like the roller coaster. And you see the one guy falling off. That got hurt, falling off a roller coaster like that. He's probably dead, but I hope not. But anyway, this next album, The Roots, Things Fall Apart. You know what I'm talking about. Great record. And the features on this, like Mos Def and Common, like great features. But overall, my favorite songs on here is You Got Me with Erykah Badu. I love Double Trouble. I love Act 2, The Love of My Life, and Ain't Saying Nothing New. I gotta say, Dice Raw is an underrated rapper. How come no one really talks about him? Like, his rapping on these Roots albums are incredible. Like, he always blows me away. Dice Roll. Like, does Dice Roll have like a solo album Because if he does, I gotta check that out. Because he's very good, and he's always been my favorite on these albums. But of course, Questlove. Come on, his drumming is amazing. But also the other band members, they are just great. And Black Thought. Black Thought, oh my gosh. He's underrated, great lyricist, and he's still making awesome music. I know he put out a new album recently. I haven't checked it out yet, but I will in the future. And yeah, you know, they're just such a great group, you know. So anyway, that was my vinyl, you know. That was my vinyl, you know. Great albums. And in a couple months, maybe, if I have another pile of records to talk about, I'll do another video. But yeah, that's my vinyl update. See ya. Peace.